Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the newly renovated Kirk Nevin Arena here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. We once again bring you coverage of the 2023 preseason tournament hosted by the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions. This year's itineration is between the Norwin Knights and the Penn Trafford Warriors, newly minted rivals in Double-A as Norwin makes the jump from the Single-A class this season. A big detail for Norwin this season, and I'll go a little bit of preview for you as we don't have a lot going on in this tournament with these two teams. Didn't get to see too much of it, but I do know from this standpoint, Norwin, it's going to be a little bit better this season for their home cooking, as the Norwin Knights now will have 5 of their close rival teams play between 2 rinks. The Palmer Imaging Arena, of course, home and Penn Trafford as well as themselves. And down here you'll see Hempfield and the Greater Latrobe Wildcats playing out of this barn, so it's a little bit closer for the Norwin Knights to be able to travel around, and they won't have to worry about that. Fox Chapel moving up gives them an opportunity to go to Alpha Ice Complex this season, a little bit more regular. And for Penn Trafford, it's another season of Double-A hockey when they come out of this tournament. A lot of the same names from last year, a couple different newcomers. Sammy Sloan takes over in net for the Penn Trafford Warriors. You can see a couple names, Jack Blank coming back, TJ Ferguson. Bryce Krupczynski is your captain this season for the Warriors. So it's a little bit more for the Penn Trafford Warriors who are hungry to get over that hump after a couple seasons of very good hockey. They feel like they probably could do a lot better right now, but Chris Cerruti hoping that this is the season, but it's a little bit tougher in that Double-A classification. So we're going to find out what's going on between these two squads, as you have a lot of games played in a very short radius. Natural rivals, of course, North Huntington, Norwin, Hempfield from Hempfield Township, and Penn Trafford, of course, from Harrison City and Penn Township. So they're all within a very small radius. I would know I live as you would cut right down the center of where all of them would meet if you were to put a line between the school districts. So I am very well versed in the area. Well, with that being said, we're going to get back in about a minute and a half with your opening face-off. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live, presented on 10-band TVs, Roku, and Amazon streaming apps, as well as on our YouTube page, Pittsburgh Hockey Digest. I'll be right back. If you are watching at home, it is a little bit laggy. We will upload this contest later in its full entirety. This as I am calling it live. Of course, as you already know, the Kirk Nevin Arena went under a major renovation this past summer, and they were able to get brand new ice surface and cooling surfaces on for the players, and a little bit safer environment for them. But also in that process, they cut a couple of the utilities for us, so it took a little bit for me to be able to find a way to get power, and we are actually currently down on the internet on booth. I am using a mobile Wi-Fi right now. They'll hopefully get that fixed by the beginning of the regular season, but for now, it's going to be a little bit choppy. It's going to be a rough ride, but hey, it's preseason hockey, and we're glad to be back on the ice. I'm Brian Mitchell, and the face-off is coming up in less than a minute. All right, preseason tournaments here, 14-minute periods, no breaks in between. We'll go straight through, as of course is my favorite tradition of all. The names will come along with the numbers as the game progresses. Every year it's a whole different crop of players, and it's hard to remember everybody as you continue to go. So I will remember a handful of them, as in that the dynamic now senior Alex Thomas for Norwin. Norwin adding that gold and white striping to their helmets this season. It's a pretty good look for them. I do like it on top of what they've had. Penn Trafford's the same white with a green and gold trim. They will be considered a home team for this contest. Chris Cerruti's squad, the top seed coming in. Referee Orr will step to center, and ladies and gentlemen, the first broadcast of the season is underway here with Norwin winning the faceoff. Back to Verratti. Verratti will pass that one up along for Constantino. Constantino over to Thomas. Thomas gives it up to Constantino, gets around. Thomas takes it, shot. It goes off to the side behind the net around. The Norwin Knights will battle. They'll be cleared out by Penn Trafford and back to the point. Singleton will pick up the puck, pass it up along the boards. Into the zone it goes. A little bit stood up there by Cam Kisty. Was a Norwin Knight, and it'll be Krupczynski coming in. Krupczynski, the captain of this Penn Trafford Warriors squad, into the zone, comes to the top of the circle, skates around a defender, comes in on the backhand, tipped into the corner. Krupczynski loses the puck, passes around by Singleton, back up for Cerruti. Up around, and it'll come out. Here comes Sorelli. Dom Sorelli opportunity here coming in with quick shot on. Save made by Sammy Sloan. Sloan will kick it back out to the half wall. And down around comes Cam Kisty. Kisty will just dump this one the length of the ice, and icing is the call. 13:08 remaining in the first period. Scoreless here at the Kirk Nevin Arena. They say the first call of the season is the toughest. I feel pretty good after that one. Toth will step in to the face-off circle with Drew Hall. That'll be one over, and the Warriors will wait along the half wall, cleared up and out. Along the boards, opportunity here coming the other way. Zane Zaravica will pass this one along, but it'll be picked up by Patterson. Patterson on the half wall, waits to come around, and Stoltisiak will pass this one out for Zaravica. Zaravica dumps this one on net. Paddled off by Sloan. It goes around for Toth. It's going to go past him for Kansas. Misses him, and it'll come out of the ice. Opportunity for Hall coming the way. Hall comes in shut. Save made by the starter, Lovin Fossey. Lovin Fossey, the new starter for the Norwin Knights. It'll be passed around. Toth throws that one on. It goes into net, and Norwin will take the lead. 1-0. 12:21 remaining in the first period. If you remember correctly, Norwin was the team that we saw last season when we made up to Erie against McDowell. We were able to defeat those McDowell Trojans in overtime. But this time it is 1-0 Norwin, 12:21 remaining in the first. Back across, it'll be cleared in by Bonson. Chase Bonson will bounce this one. Jack Blank will just dump this one back down and around. Opportunity here coming around. It will be Thatcher leaving it up for Krupczynski. Krupczynski up to the point. It'll be battled around, and Sorelli will get knocked down as he comes into the zone. Up and in comes Krupczynski. We'll pass this one all the way across. Looking for Jack Lahnert. Lahnert will dump this one behind. Krupczynski rushing back into the near corner. It'll be passed out by the Knights and up and out of the zone. And here we go on the other opportunity. It'll be Constantino coming in and shot. Scores! It'll be Dom Constantino with the goal. And ladies and gentlemen, it is 2-0 Norwin. 11:45 remaining in the first period. Quick start for the Knights here. Head coach Mike Robinson could be happy about that. Back across, it'll be Verratti. Aaron Verratti leaves it up. It's going to come in offside, and now a face-off coming outside. 11:39 remaining in the first period. Face-off one by the Warriors, and Duran comes in. He's picked off by Zaravica. Zaravica will just leave that one out for Rick Torek. Rick Torek bounces it back into the zone. It goes around. Behind the Knights will collect it, and it'll be picked up. Stolitsiak up along the half. Wants to be cleared out nicely by Toth. Toth tips it up. Coming around. His opportunity here, getting around Rick Torek. He just gets behind the net. They'll get rubbed off, and the Warriors will try to get it out of the zone. It'll be Hall. Hall into the zone. Hall coming in. Big hit along the boards by Verratti. Back up and cleared out by the Knights, but not all the way, as here back comes Zierski. Zierski will dump this one behind the net for Hall. Hall waits, throws one back behind, looking for Zierski. I apologize. That was Duran behind the net, looking for Zierski. Back around Patterson. Doesn't get enough on that one. It'll be Thomas coming the other way. Alex Thomas, don't give him too much space. Nice little play there by Cam Kisty. The Warriors will pass this one back out, and it'll be picked up by Zierski. Up along the point, back out. The Knights will work it around, and Zierski will dump that one back down behind for Preston Stoner. Stoner back along the half wall for Lady. It gets caught up in the official skates. Bonson will dump that one back in. Bonson looking for the backhand. Gets it up around for Blank. Blank throws one in front. Opportunity for Kropczynski. Couldn't finish it up. Back around for Blank. Blank in the corner. Around for Thatcher. It'll be Thatcher behind. He waits. Looks around. Has a little bit of pressure from Thomas. Passes over for Kropczynski. Pressure on him, comes back out. Thomas pressures him and gets the puck. Thomas coming the other way, opportunity. Patterson on his horse. Thomas comes in, shoots. It just a save by Sloan goes outside of the crease, and it's going to be picked up by Kropczynski coming the other way. Kropczynski shot high and up and out. Opportunity rebound, Thatcher scores! That's Robert Thatcher with the goal, and it's 2-1 here. 9:42 remaining in the first period. Face-off coming up at center ice. Toth will step in with Hall. We're waiting for a player to come on for the Warriors. They'll reset, and Cam Kisty makes it on, and Hall will lose the face-off to Toth, and out come the Knights. Up in front, it'll be Constantino pressuring to keep it back in the zone. Nice job there by Cal Constantino. I apologize to families if I call your children by their brothers' names, because I have covered a lot of hockey with families, so it's one thing I'm going to make a mistake from. Back into the corner. It'll be the Warriors. Ferguson up the point. Penn Trafford on backhand. Save. May goes wide and back down. I love Foss, and it's going to go back on. It's just wide of the net behind for Lahnert. Lahnert up along the half wall. Throws one in the crease, and it'll be picked up and cleared up by Norwin, where Toth will take it and just dump it off of the mask of Hall. It doesn't go out of play, so Kisty will collect it and throw it around. All the way it goes for Constantino, who dumps it around for Toth, but it's going to be picked up by the Warriors and cleared up to Hall. Hall passes in an opportunity here. Ratio shot blocked up and along, up to the front. It's going to be Toth. A nice play to get back to assist the D. He'll lose the puck, but a little bit of pressure doesn't hurt anybody, so he'll get it to Constantino. It'll be Dom Constantino bouncing it around behind. It'll be the Warriors coming out with Cam Kisty, the alternate captain this season. Back around, Ferguson loses the puck. It'll be dumped behind Sammy Sloan. Sloan around for Kisty. Kisty has to regroup back to his circles, back for Ferguson. Ferguson up and into the zone. 8:03 remaining. It'll be Kropczynski. Kropczynski waits. Throws one on. Save made there by Connor Lovenfossey. I'll get the correct pronunciation on that at some point. We'll go back down, and it'll be a nice hit there by Patterson. Kropczynski will take the puck and wait, and toss this one up, looking to get past for Blank. Nobody home. Verratti out for Rick Torek. And Zaravica will get a little play to get to it. It was Verratti, but Thatcher, the play shot. Save made by Lovenfossey. Back around. Up and in, it'll be Kropczynski. Kropczynski, top of the circle shot, bounces around. Opportunity for Rick Torek. It's going to be Norwin getting to it, but opportunity. Nice shot by Kropczynski off the save, and it goes back out. Patterson will dump this one in, and save made by the netminder. 7:11 remaining in the first period. We're going to come all the way back down. 2-1 is the score. It is Lovenfoss is the pronunciation that I got from the parents here. So it's nice to always get a little bit of help when you need it here. As we cleared out opportunity for Duran. As in any preseason game, it was tough to get to a lineup card till the Zamboni was on the ice, so we were having a hard time with that. Bonson will get this one in and around. Bonson waits, comes in, blocked out. It's opportunity here for Penn Trafford. Good playing with, and Lovenfoss with the save. 6:44 remaining in the first period. As we alluded to in the pregame, these two teams will play each other twice this season. One here, one up at Palmer Imaging Arena, home of Norwin. Sorry, no, both will be played at the Palmer Imaging Arena. I kept thinking of Hempfield for half a second. Bonson's shot goes back into the corner. Yeah, both games will be held up there. Of course, the travel should not be as severe as it was in the past, as a majority of these teams. Constantino into the zone. Constantino comes in, shot, scores! That's a twin bill for Dom Constantino, and it is 3-1 Norwin. Down Hall will dump this one in. Constantino. It'll be Cal Constantino. He'll come back out. Zaravica into the zone. Back around, it'll be Patterson. Patterson bounces one around. Nice little play there to get it out to Drew Hall, and out come the Warriors. Ferguson up for Hall. Hall into the zone, comes in around the defense. Nice play to get around. It'll be dumped on net, blocked, and behind the Warrior. The Knights will collect, and it'll be Zaravica. Back around, up it goes. It'll be dumped in by Stolziak. Back around, Alex Thomas does get to the puck. He'll dump it back behind the net where he has Zaravica. It'll be Patterson. Waiting. It'll be dumped off of a glove, but the Warriors will collect, and Ferguson into the zone. TJ Ferguson waits, comes in, nice little pass to get it across, goes tip in front, nobody home. It'll be blocked. Back down, Thomas will dump this one up along the half wall. Hall behind. Up along the wall, it'll be held onto by Lovenfoss, and it will be a whistle. 5:22 remaining in the first period. Norwin leading 3-1 here in the finals of the Greensburg-Salem tournament. The preseason tournament, of course, originally held by the Greensburg Central Catholic Centurions until their program was no more. And now it is in spirit with the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions. Bonson keeps the puck in past Verratti. Opportunity here for Blank in the near wall. Blank throws in front. Opportunity for Kropczynski, goes above the net. Back down around it goes, and it'll be picked up by Singleton. Zach Singleton will dump this one on half wall, and it'll go out for Sundberg down the ice. Sundberg waits, and it'll be Kisty lighting him up along behind the net. Whew! It's a preseason tournament, but they're taking it seriously out here. Here comes Kropczynski into the zone. Kropczynski. Back down for Bonson. Bonson had to chase it down, but it's going to be Toth. Toth trying to get to it. Toth taken down by Bonson. No call from behind. It's going to be back down. Picked up by Soderberg, and it will be Thatcher. Thatcher carrying it out. Has Blank to his right. Comes into the zone onside. Blank. Thatcher shot. Glove saved by Lovenfoss and held on to. 4:23 remaining in the first period. 3-1 Norwin leads. Shots are 10-6 in favor of Penn Trafford, however. Face-off one up along the boards. It'll be cleared out by Norwin off of the Penn Trafford forward, and it will be dumped along the boards. We'll have a face-off back down in the zone. Face-off one by the Knights, who cleared into the zone. Sorelli back around. Constantino couldn't get to it, so Thomas will have to bounce that one in. It does make it all the way around the Constantino. Dumps it in the middle of the air. Thomas looked for the smack out of the midair, but it was picked up nicely by Hall, and out come the Warriors. Ferguson up to Hall. Hall into the zone. Shot. Glove. Saved by Lovenfoss. 3:51 to go. Once again, thank you for joining me here at Kirk Nevin Arena. My name is Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live, our first full season simulcasted to the 10-Band TV network. You can find us on the 10-Band TV app on Roku and Amazon Fire. You'll be able to see all the action from the high school league games that we broadcast this season there. You'll also find the broadcast eventually down the season. We'll have a couple other people with Trib joining us here, and the regular season gets started. Of course, you still have great outlets such as Westmoreland Sports Network and the MVI coverage, especially for you guys watching for these two teams, as those two cover the majority of your games this season. Covered this year. 3:33 to go in the first. We're going to do a lot of single-A and double-A games this year, as the legend Matt Popchuk and Matt Geica will help you out on the AAA side, and a couple of the same things on the east side, the west side of the city. We thank you for joining us here, though, tonight from Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Goes back up, and Toth will dump it out, looking for Zersky. Zersky will pick up the puck. He's going to lose it as it's coming in. Shot across, and it's going to be bounced out to Bonson. Bonson from Hall, back to Hall, back behind. It'll pass him. Duran leaves it. Shot, save, made by Lovenfoss, and it'll be dumped the length of the ice, and it goes on net, but it still is an icing call. 2:50 remaining in the first period. Face-off one across by the Knights, back around for Verratti. He picked up by Blank. Verratti behind the net. Ground for Constantino. Pick up the puck, backhands one back out to the point where Kisti will take it. Thomas collects it and bounces it back to his defender, Singleton. Bounces it up for Blank. A lot of giveaways in this game so far on both sides. But the score still reads Norwin 3 and Penn Trafford 1. 2:19 remaining in the first period. Back out it goes. Blank leaves it for Constantino. Constantino will bounce one out that bounces around and clear it up. Back to Kisti at the point, and it will be the Warriors grabbing the puck. Krupczynski into the zone. Comes across looking for Blank, but Constantino will get to it. He gets muscled off by Krupczynski. Behind, Singleton will take it. Up across, and Krupczynski will take that giveaway. And back out it goes past Kisti, and Thomas with a nice little get around, get shot on, save by Sammy Sloan, and it's 1:47 on the clock. We'll have a face-off down to the right of the Warriors netminder. If you're looking for double-A action this season, of course, we could start on the Monday of this year of the Wildcats Network on Facebook. We'll have Greater Latrobe at Franklin Regional from Palmer Imaging Arena. On Thursday of that week, it will be the Westmoreland Sports Network as Hempfield hosts Latrobe in a double-A matchup, then followed by, that's a goal there by Blank, or by Hall, I'm sorry. It's a hole by Drew Hall, and it's now 3-2. Having fun with trying to release some schedule stuff. Fortunately, now this game gets interesting in the first. There's 1:30 remaining. Hall gets it back to 1 for the Warriors. Greensburg-Salem and Kiski will open their seasons on Thursday on Westmoreland Sports Network. I'll be at CFS Arena, formerly known as the Ross Straver Ice Garden, for a Class D2 matchup. So a lot of action coming this season, and of course you remember our legend Matt Popchuk, and he'll be up at, I believe, RMU for a couple single-A games, so I'll get you those information here in a little bit. High school hockey starting to get covered a lot more these years, so it's a good thing. You want to see that happen. It's going to come offside. It's 50 seconds remaining in the first period. Once again, if you're joining us, we apologize about any technical difficulties, any glitches right now, as the feed when we got here under the renovations, the rink was under renovation this summer, and they didn't rehook up any of their utilities to the booth, so we're on Wi-Fi and we had to run an extra cable here. So I'll upload a full fresh copy of this one as I'm recording it right now later, so you'll have a brand new copy as it just did it right there. Eno in, skates in, back around. Bonson, nice little play. Not sorry, that was not Bonson. That was Thatcher. It'll come back out across for Katona. And Duran looks like he was going to get lit up by Thomas, but Thomas lets up, and it'll be going back out. Thatcher into the zone. Thatcher comes in, but ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first period with your score. Norwin 3, Penn Trafford 2. We'll be back momentarily. Back here for the second period, live from Kirk, Nevin Arena. I was mentioning that. So I got 10-band TV, Montour, Meadville, and West Allegheny, Indiana on Monday from the island. CFS Bank, Ringgold, Deer Lakes, and Elizabeth Forward, Neshannock down at Old Rostraver, Hockeyville. Ice Castle on Thursday will have South Fayette, Thomas Jefferson on the Mon Valley Independent Network. Greater Latrobe Hempfield will be on Westmoreland Sports, followed by Greensburg-Salem Kiski on Westmoreland Sports. Of course, Monday also Penn Trafford Franklin Regional hosting Latrobe, and that will be on the Wildcats Network. That is a Facebook-only feed. You can find them on the Wildcats with an S network. They take care of that. And then, of course, at Barrel, it'll be Pine Richland and Peters Township on 10-band, and Moon Richland, the re-debut of the Richland team from Johnstown in Single A this season, moving over from the Laurel Highlands League. Back around Singleton, will pass this one around his zone. It'll come back out for Thatcher. They'll clear it up. Cirilli into the zone. Comes in, waits, misses the puck. Thatcher will dumps this one around. Kisti will take it, and it'll be kept in nicely up for Kisti, and it'll go out past Bonson. Up for Thatcher. Thatcher waits. Bonson blank. Back to Thatcher. Up the point shot. Krupczynski ties it up. 3-3. 13-14 remaining in the period. Here is Krupczynski with a nice little just tip in front. One behind off the face-off win, and it'll be Lahnert taking the puck, passing this one around. Fallen on by Sammy Sloan. 12:56 remaining in the second period. 3-3 is your score. They'll battle along the half wall, but Toth will pick it up. Toth with the shot was tipped off to the half wall. Ferguson gets the puck, passes it out nicely, finds Hall. Hall in across. Marco Ferratio will try to get that one in the zone. He'll pick it up along the half wall. Ferratio into the zone. Comes in nicely, but he's going to be running into 3 dark blue jerseys. Hall in front looking for the tip. Goes back out to the point. Rick Tork. Rick Tork takes it, dumps one in behind. And out come the Knights. Kansas leaves one around. Picked up by Stoner. Preston Stoner up Up along for Rick Torek. It'll be cleared up by the Knights and out past Hall. Leonard will take it back into his own zone. He'll dump this one up to the near wall in front of us. It'll be picked up by Ferguson. Ferguson up along for Duran. Shot on, and I'm looking for a replay because tied up here. 3-3. The championship of the Greensburg-Salem tournament. Thank you for joining Penn Band TV and Pittsburgh Hockey Digest. Back around Duran. 11:29 remaining. Will drop the puck, and face-off won by the Knights. Back around it goes. It'll be Zach Katona. And this one up for Dom Sorelli, knocked down by Patterson. Sorelli up along. Patterson gets in around the defender. He'll take it across the benches, and he'll just dump this one in the length of the ice. And we're going to say it hit something on the way. Looking for the whistle. Waiting to see it's going to come all the way back down to the right. Sorry, to the left of Sammy Sloan. Oh, they're going to get to the Krupczynski grabs the puck, and he's going to bring it out of the zone. Really passes it back. It's going to be picked up and cleared up by Kisty. Sorry. Yep. By Jack Blank along the half wall. Thatcher shot. Save made back out. Blank throws one in behind. Coming around, it's going to be Krupczynski. Battles off with Sorelli. Krupczynski will take that one and just dump that one in behind the net. Krupczynski will shoot. Say tipped in front opportunity by Blums in for the assist. The Knights need to get it out of the zone. Blank up to the point. Rick Torek. Shot. Tipped in front. Rebound. Comes back to Rick Torek on the block. Shot. Save. Made and held on to Loverfoss. Lovenfoss. Get some more information on him as this progresses. 10:04 remaining in a... Talking about something that occurred. Go back, face off to the left of Lovenfoss. Come back out, shot blocked. Kisty has to come out of the zone and be blocked by Ferguson nicely. Ferguson can't keep it in, so it's going to be the Knights up along the half wall. Norwin carrying the zone. That'll be getting back out of the zone. Hall gets hit by Verratti on the way in, but it's going to be picked up. A penalty as Zane Zaravica. Nope. Yep. Let's see who they call. We got interference on Verratti for that hit. 9:29 remaining in the second period, and the Warriors will go to the power play with a 1-goal lead. Mike Robinson getting some answers from the official on the ice. He was immediately down in that well to talk to him as the penalty was being called. But alas, it'll be 2 minutes for Verratti. Down, Krupczynski passed out, and it'll be up along for past Sorelli. Krupczynski passes it back out for Sorelli. Kisty passes it up for Krupczynski. Krupczynski waits, comes in along the half wall. Has Bonson at the point. Bonson. Shot tipped by Thatcher, goes to the wall. Kisty. Kisty down behind. Blank. Blank up for Krupczynski. Krupczynski across. Bonson. Krupczynski. Back to Kisty. Kisty shot. Tipped in front. Blocked a little bit. Blank will take it. Blank throws it back out to Kisty. It goes past him. Foot race is on. Kisty can't get to it. Alex Thomas going the other way. Full head of steam. Alex Thomas into the zone. Coming on. Shot. Scores on a delayed penalty. And it's 4-4. He said, I'll show you your tomfoolery. And it's not like I didn't call an Alex Thomas breakaway goal in the last 6 months, so. 8:36 remaining on the penalty kill. 85 with the goal. 1:08 remaining in the penalty to Penn Trafford, and we're all tied here. Hall, back out. Rick Tork. Rick Tork passes it out for Ferguson. In for Hall. Comes back out for Rick Tork. Back out it goes, Rick Tork. Throws one across the center, up looking for Hall. Hall shot, save made by Lovenfoss. 4-4 is your score. 8:18 remaining in the second period. 49 seconds remaining in the minor. Hall up to the point, Rick Tork. Back behind, shot, save made. Go back out to the point, cleared across, up and out of the zone. It'll be picked up by Rick Tork. Up for pass Duran, it was just way off base, so they'll go back behind the net. Duran. Back down, it goes all the way in by Norwin. Ferguson. Up for Hall. Hall goes back across. Opportunity here. Shot. Scores! That'll be Kyle Duran with the goal, and it's 5-4 Penn Trafford. Power play goal with 5 seconds remaining on the minor. Coming back down, it goes back out. It's going to be picked up, opportunity by Blank the other way. Oh, he couldn't get enough on it, so it goes back behind the net. Picked up by Thomas. Thomas back out for Cirilli. Throws one on. It's going to be gloved down and held on to by the Warriors. Once again, thank you for joining me here this evening. I apologize about the technical difficulties. We hopefully get these all figured out by the regular season openers. We will upload this contest in its entirety from a fresh feed as it's being recorded as we are doing this. You can probably rewatch it, hopefully, on 10-Band TV and on our YouTube page here. Got here, the renovations didn't exactly get finished yet, so we're working on some issues. It's good. It's all cool. We're good. Face-off coming up to the left of Lovenfoss. I hit the extra button, so it's actually 5-4, not 6-4. Got to the point, shot on by the Warriors. Goes back into the corner, picked up by Leonard. It'll be Krupczynski. Krupczynski passed nicely for Thatcher, but it's a bouncing puck. It's going to have a hard time getting to it with Sundberg. It'll be picked up by Krupczynski. Ice is getting a little bit dicey down on the left side. 6:40 remaining in the second period. Blank back around Thatcher. Has Verratti all over him. It'll be passed out, picked up by Bonson. Bonson, nice little play to get it across. Oh, so that was Patterson, not Bonson. And it'll be cleared up. And Cirilli keeps this one just in front of us. Hit along the boards, Leonard. They're around for Patterson. Up along for Krupczynski. It'll be shot on off the side of the net. Alex Thomas looking for Singleton. Singleton takes the puck, passes it back down to Thomas. Thomas goes to the top of the circle. Shot. Glove save, held on to. Rebounds, falls down. This opportunity here. It's going to be covered up nicely by Sammy Sloan. 5:58 remaining in the second period. 5-4 is your score. In a high-scoring contest between these Norwin Knights and Penn Trafford Warriors, with the Warriors ahead by 1. Back down looking for Singleton. Singleton will dump this one in. Bonson behind the net. Gets muscled off. Opportunity here for the Warriors. Duran bounces off his skates. The Knights trying to get to it. Toth, nice little play to break it up. Homan behind. Gets around, it'll be Kisty. Kisty collects it behind the net. Throws one up for Zerski. Zerski into the zone. Sticked off by Singleton. Will regain his puck along the corner, go behind the net, and Hall will have to chase it down on a pass. Pass Verratti for Durant. Durant throws one in front, tipped around, and it's going to be picked up and cleared out by the Knights. Back to Kisty. Kisty passes one over for Bonson. Chase Bonson will dump this one in behind the net for Durant. Durant with the puck. It gets passed out by Homan, and it will be up to Verratti. Aaron Verratti loses the puck. Here comes Durant. Durant in around the defender, tries to get fancy, and Singleton makes him pay. Back around, it'll be the Warriors. Bonson back to Kisty. Kisty tries to go around, and it'll be picked up by Singleton, but Kisty does get to it nicely. Kisty waits for a falling player to get out of the way. It's going to be cleared up to the point. Bonson, save made, actually blocked. It'll be in Singleton's pads and goes back down for Bonson. Bonson, Singleton. Back around behind Durant, but it's going to be picked up by Verratti. Verratti passes it up to the point. Bonson keeps it in over for Kisty. Kisty, shot, blocked, goes around. Opportunity here, goes behind for Durant. Durant has Verratti, and Verratti will bounce this one off of Bonson's chest. Opportunity here, and a big hit by Verratti late after the whistle on Zierski. And 4:13 remaining. No penalties on the play. 4:13 remaining. 5-4 is your score. Face-off coming up outside the zone. Kropczynski will step in with Thomas. Passed out. Back down, Rob Thatcher. Up for Kropczynski. Patterson tips around. Ooh, Blank with an opportunity for a redirect. Goes through everybody, and then Cirilli will have to get it on the half wall. It'll go back out to the point. Patterson leaves it up for Kropczynski. Couple hits at center, back for Patterson. Patterson bounces one back out for Blank. It'll go back down around. Looking for it is Kansas, but it's going to be Kropczynski. Bryce Kropczynski, the captain of these Warriors this season. Cirilli will dump this one in behind, looking for Patterson. He's just going to leave it for Thatcher, take the hit. Back around it goes, looking for Blank, but kept in nicely by Katona. Out come the Warriors, 3 deep. Thatcher, nice play to stay on, shot on. Rebound by Thatcher's put away. And it's 6-4, Penn Trafford, shot by Kropczynski goes on. And it'll just be picked up along the boards by Thatcher. Along that goal line, it just tipped high. 3:10 remaining in the second, 6-4, Penn Trafford leads. Face-off one back. Picked up by Cal Constantino. Will pass it around for Katona. And off to Zaravica. Leonard will step him up. Hall collects the puck, passes it across. Looks for Cam Kisty. Kisty into the zone. And it's going to be offside. 2:52 remaining. Second period, face-off will be directly in front of us. Or we'll drop the puck. One back to Hall. Hall passes it across. Waits, gets it to Ferguson. Ferguson shot, save made. Rebound off to the point. Leonard shot. Rebound goes in. Penn Trafford is going to score at 6-4. It'll be 7-4 now. I don't know who got the final stick on the puck. Looking for the leader. I'm assuming the way they're acting, it is Jack Leonard or Hall. Or Drew Hall there. But it's 7-4 Penn Trafford now. Constantino will take the puck and dump it into the zone. He'll pass it around looking for Bonson to be picked up by Cirilli. Cup it goes out. Barati gets picked, and here comes the Warrior offense. Opportunity here, shot on by Kyler Duran. Back down, Zersky dumps this one behind for Duran. He gets hit by Singleton. Kisty goes back around, or go back up to the Knights, and we picked up by Cirilli. Cirilli up along for Alex Thomas. Thomas, the dynamic 4-year forward for the Norwin Knights. Of course, one of those sophomores that won the Penguins Cup 2 years ago. Coming back for his 4th year. Back around Singleton for Verratti. That'll be cleared back in by the Warriors. Cam Kisty along the half wall. We'll dump that one in behind. Alex Thomas, 1:30 remaining in regulation. Oh, sorry, in the second period. Back out, shot on, wide and around, looking for Cirilli. Cirilli will take that one, and it'll be bounced out, looking for Thomas. Alex Thomas will get that puck, and he'll put it in the net. 1:17 to go, 7-5 is the score. The Knights get back within 2. Face-off coming up at center. 1:17 on a goal by Thomas on a giveaway. 7-5 is what we've got here. Back down. Brick takes the puck, passes it around. It'll be cleared up, and Blank can't get to it, so Stoner collects back around. Kansas will lose this puck on the backhand. It'll be cleared up nicely to Zaravica. But good play by Kropczynski to pick the puck up into the zone. Kropczynski comes in around, back down and out. It comes. Thatcher around. Back for Patterson. Patterson up and cleared up for Rektoric, up for Blank. Blank to Kropczynski. And a shot wide of the net. Rektoric up in near wall, on the far wall, loses it in front of the benches to Zaravica, and it goes out. They'll have to regroup. The Warriors will just take it, dump it on net. 20 seconds remaining in the period. Kansas backs around. Thatcher will pick it up. Kansas will leave it for Thatcher. Thatcher comes across, opportunity shot just wide of the net. Rebound comes up and picked up, and carrying Diller with 8 seconds left is Toth. Toth gets tripped up on the way through. No penalty on the play. Patterson battles him along the half boards, and that is the end of the second period with your score. The Penn Trafford Warriors 7, the Norwin Knights 5. We'll be back after this short break. All right, welcome back to Kirk Nevin Arena here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. It is the final of the Greensburg-Salem Tournament Championship, the preseason tournament here at Kirk Nevin Arena. My name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me. Once again, I want to apologize for the technical difficulties we are having this evening. There will be a brand new copy of this uploaded post-game as soon as I can get someplace where I have the internet for that purpose. Alex Thomas will win the faceoff. Will be cleared up and into the zone. Third period underway. Picked up by Cam Kisty. Kisty will get along the blue line, along the red. Get in around. It'll be picked up by Sorelli and offside. Wait, hold on. Let's see what the call is here. I think they're going to call offside. 13:42 remaining. We do have a penalty that occurred on the Knights at the end of the second period. So 7-5 score. It is an advantage for the Warriors. Bonson throws one in and around. Krupczynski passes this out for Blank. Blank clears one behind. Thatcher bounces it behind. It's going to go around for Krupczynski. Krupczynski has Kisty at the point, uses that point. Kisty waits, dumps one up for Krupczynski. Across, looking for Bonson, nobody home. Picked up and cleared out by Cirilli, and it'll go down for Thatcher. Thatcher into the near corner. Waits, comes up, Cirilli will collect it. Cirilli on the pinch, throws one on Sammy Sloan. He'll let it go to the corner. Cirilli behind, 54 seconds remaining in the advantage to be picked up and cleared out. Verratti will dump this one down long, and Krupczynski will get it between the circles. A little bit of pressure from Cirilli will make him regroup. Thomas with a nice little play to get the puck. Thomas in all alone. He's going to shoot. He's going to score on another delayed penalty. Let's see what they call. They do call the goal. It was a delayed penalty. It is also another Alex Thomas goal. 7-6 here. And the plot thickens. 12:35 to go in the third period. He did that a lot in single A. I have a feeling he's going to do it a lot in double A. You got to watch where you have him, because he will make you pay. Zane Zaravica will step in with Hall, and Drew Hall will lose the faceoff to Zaravica. Opportunity, Soltisiak. Soltisiak won't be able to get to it, so it'll be picked up by Duran up for Zersky. Zersky waits, throws one across for Duran. Back up for Hall. Hall into the zone, across for Rick Tork. Rick Tork dumps one up along. It'll be Zersky. Across, shot by Ferguson, goes back behind. Singleton, hold on, shot and save. It's a goal. That's a goal by Duran. It's going to be 8-6 now. Just the tip came across, and Levenfoss could not get to it with his glove in time. 12:06 remaining. 8-6 is your score. Warriors take the lead by 2. Spoke to a couple people. Goaltender Owen Burmeister, unable to play tonight, will be the regular goaltender for these Norwin Knights this season. Nothing bad to say about Connor Levenfoss. Considered he's 32 shots in just over 33 minutes of play time here, so you can't blame it on him. He's had a solid contest so far. Another face-off just outside the zone. 12:02 remaining in the third. Face-off won by the Warriors and dumped in. Back behind. Kansas will take it. Has Duran all over him. He absorbs the hit, and it'll be passed back out. Opportunity here for the Knights. Zane Zaravica will chase it down, but it'll be Sammy Sloan bouncing one out. Duran will come back out and collect it, but it's gonna make a bounce back into the corner where Zaravica will collect it. Kansas and Toth will run into each other in the neutral zone. It'll be passed out. Opportunity here for the Knights, and it's going to be a falling Sammy Sloan with the save. 11:33 remaining in the third period. 8-6. Penn Trafford leads North. It's all about timing here in this game. Back down, Krupczynski will lose the faceoff to Thomas. Thomas comes in, shot Save made, rebound. Sloan sits down and says no. 11:28 to go. We'll have another face-off. Thomas and Krupczynski, the captains, will face off in the dot. Thomas, one of those very rare two-year captains. Captain as a junior last year. Captain as a senior this year. Thatcher into the zone. Loses the puck. It's going to be Blank. Blank takes it up, throws one around, up to the point. Probably going to be looking for Kisty here. Throws one through, had Blank on the far post, couldn't finish it. Krupczynski up at the point. We'll dump this one back behind. It'll be thrown on into the corner where Sorelli will collect it, and on the backhand, Leonard will keep it in. Looks for the tip in front by Thatcher. Rebound comes back out. It will be Blank, but Thomas taking it out of the zone. Thomas, the smooth skater. Thomas in. Wait, shot. Oh. The headhunter by Thomas back around, and it'll be cleared out of the zone, back down. Levenfoss will leave that one behind, and it'll go all the way up. Thomas on the rebound, on the return. It'll come in, and it'll be picked up nicely by Ferratio. Ferratio leaves it for Krupczynski. Krupczynski ducks under a hit. Back Ferratio's shot will go wide. Back out, up and across. Opportunity here is Sorelli. Sorelli comes in, has two white shirts to beat. Shot on, wide to Sloan. We have a penalty coming up. It is going to be against the Penn Trafford Warriors. 9:53 remaining in this period. And let's see what the official calls here. Roughing call on Chase Bonson, and they are taking Constantino off of the ice right now the opposite way. The alternate captain, Constantino, a big detail for the Norwin Knights during their run the last two seasons. Dom Constantino, you hope that he can regroup and get ready for the regular season. .953 remaining in the period. Power play coming up to the Knights. Thomas steps in and wins the faceoff with Ferratio. It'll go back out and past. It'll go the length of the ice. They'll regroup. 9:45 to go. 150 remaining in the minor. Thomas digging in and bringing it up. Across center, across the blue. Gets around a defender. Not really. Ferratio will just stick that one off of him. And it'll come back out. Back behind. It'll go around. Verratti. Verratti collects it. It's going to be turned over to Hall. Hall with the shot just wide of the net. Back out. Shot on by Ferratio. And Thomas picks it up on the near wall and brings it in right in front of us. Thomas throws it across. Shot out of play. 9:04 remaining. 8-6 Hoosiers score. Norwin face-off coming into their zone. 1:11 remaining in the advantage. Third period here in the Greensburg-Salem Championship of the Greensburg-Salem preseason tournament. My name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest and 10-Band TV networks for Berg Hockey Night, our first one of the season. We got a timeout coming up. Looks like it's going to be by Norwin. 9:04 remaining. We'll be back. 9:04 remaining in the third period. 1:11 remaining in the power play for the Norwin Knights. Down by 2. It'll be won by the Knights, but a little bit of pressure from the Warriors. Back to Thomas. Thomas loses the puck. Is able to regain it. Back over for Verratti. Verratti on the half wall. Waits. Gives it up to Cirilli. Cirilli up for Thomas at the point. Thomas across. It'll be Toth. Toth with a shot. They go back for Verratti. Verratti loses the puck to Blank. Blank gets on a break here. Toth on his thing, but it's going to be Blank with the goal. And his 9-6 shorthanded goal by Jack Blank. He just tucked that one in through the 5-hole. Thomas back down into the zone. He cleared by Patterson. Patterson back behind Kansas. Kansas will wait, gets a little bit of pressure from Blank. Loses the puck net temporarily. He was able to recover. Back out come the Knights over for Zaravica. Zane Zaravica gets muscled off by Patterson. They'll go back and forth. Cirilli up for Thomas. Thomas shot. Save made. Rebound comes off to the far wall. Norwin recovers. Stoliciak. Waits, comes around Thomas. Opportunity. Shot. Scores. Alex Thomas gets them back in. Within 2, and it is 7-9. Well, if you had an over of 16, you're dead on right now. 15.5 will pay. Face-off won by the Penn Trafford Warriors. Torek will dump this one up along into the zone. The Warriors will go shot on. Save made, held on to Lovenfoss. Give you some details. Well, everybody in AA will play each other twice this year, these two teams included. Kropczynski will take the puck, comes in around, shot wide of the net, goes back around. He cleared in. Up to the point, shot on by Leonard. A Knights player unable to. Toth just clears this one outside the zone. Lady gets an opportunity out on the ice for Mike Robinson. Rick Torek will dump this one out. Homan for, we'll leave it, and it'll be Zerski. Zerski throws one across looking for Kropczynski. It'll be bounced around and save made by Lovenfoss. Up for Rick Torek, back around. It'll be cleared back down and up for Kropczynski. Kropczynski waits, throws this one out for Leonard. Back down, blocked by Kansas. It'll come back around, and Rick Torek leaves it. Duran around, and he'll hold on. Rick Torek throws this one out, and it'll be picked up by the Warriors. They'll dump it in, 6:17 remaining. Well, if you want a little bit of what's going on with these two squads, you only have to go another 5 days, as these two will open the season against each other at Palmer Imaging Arena at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Penn Trafford at Norwin is the game. It's cleared up. Opportunity here. Shot, save made. Gets cleared out by Stoner. Back around. Norwin will go. Then they'll play on Monday, December 11th at 8:30 at Palmer Imaging Arena to close out their season series. Who knows? You may see me there for one of those games. I had a couple schedule changes. That cleared up past Ferguson. into the zone. Going to be cleared down, passed, and here comes Thomas. Thomas with 5:09 remaining, passing it out. It'll be shot in and around. Back up, Patterson will take it. They're going to go back and forth now. Opportunity here for Ratio. Ratio shot, scores, Patterson. It'll be the 10 spot. I don't even know if my scoreboard can handle that. But 10-0 is your score. 10-7 is your score. Penn Trafford leads. 4:55 remaining. Of a very simple score bug. I don't think I ever anticipated it ever going over the 2 digits. But here we are. 4:55 remaining in the third period. Some discussions with the officials from the bench. Orel drop the puck once again. Hall, Zaravica. Back for Horatio, and it'll go back out to the point. Cleared in by Kisty. Kisty around for Ferguson. Ferguson hits Verratti. Horatio loses puck to Verratti, up for Toth. Toth will pass this one out, looking for Solciak. Solciak looking for Zaravica. They picked up by the Warriors. Patterson leaves it up, and it will be Ferguson. Patterson, it's tied up, back out to Kisty. Kisty's shot, save made, goes back out. It'll be up to the point, kept in nicely by the Warriors. Kisty will have to chase it though on a tip back out. Stoltisiak with a little bit of pressure on Kiski. Kisty will carry it out, up along for Hall. Hall into the zone. Gets in, shot just wide of the net, back around. So Solciak for Rhetoric. Rhetoric will take it in his own zone. Passes this one out. Up for Horatio. Horatio loses the puck. Backhand across, picked up by Stoner. Oh, sorry, by Verratti, out for Toth. Toth throws it on net, blocked by Sloan. Back out to the point, shot on by Verratti. Rebound, Thomas, save made, Sloan. Back Cirilli. Cirilli in the near corner. Comes in and around behind the net. Cirilli. 3:17 remaining in the third, and it gets cleared the length of the ice. They'll regroup, and it'll be held on to by Lovenfoss. Will face off on the right side of the Norwin cage. And this is the part that I love to see if it's part of a doubleheader next Tuesday. I touched the roof, so it's going to be another face-off on Tuesday. It will not be part of a doubleheader. Penn Trafford, Norwin, 8 p.m. at Palmer Imaging Arena. Lovenfoss makes the save. It's in his pads somewhere. 2:55 remaining in the third. Anybody that knows exactly what's going through my head right now probably already knows to pay attention to the broadcast schedule for next week, because that might change. Back around, Constantino back around, and picked up by Cirilli across. Homan will dump that one in. Sloan leaves it for Rhetoric. It'll be dumped down, backhand save made, rebound goes behind, Cirilli across. And it'll be back out for the Warriors. Thatcher into the zone. 10-7's your score, throwing it across, looking for Cirilli. 47 shots now for the Warriors. Thomas in, 20 shots for the Knights. Goes back out of the zone, and Kisty will collect it. Throws this one on the near wall. Back for Constantino. Sloan collects and held on to by Kisty. Kisty, shot, save made, held on to. .159 remaining in the third period. We will have a trophy presentation at the conclusion of this game. All signs point to Penn Trafford winning for their second time, I believe 3 or 4 seasons. And that'll be off the roof, and I don't know why they're playing it. It hit the roof. It hit the roof, but okay. Back down, Zierski. Cleared up for Bonson. Comes in, shot, just wide of the net. It'll be cleared up for Toth. Toth can't tip it out, so it's going to be picked up, and nice play, but kept in by Zierski. It'll go back down. Constantino dumps this one in behind. 1:12 remaining in regulation. The Warriors. Rick Tork passes this one across for Bonson. Bonson waits with Rick Tork. Rick Tork passes this one up, finds Duran. Into the zone, Duran goes back up, finds Zierski. It'll be dumped in behind, 52 seconds remaining in regulation. It'll be cleared on, nice save there by Lovenfoss, cleared up by Patterson, past Patterson, 37 seconds remaining in regulation. Duran, Sloan has a hard time with that. It's picked up by Patterson, however, on the regroup, and out comes Zierski. In behind, 24 seconds to go. Zierski up for Patterson. Patterson across. Point, Patterson shot, scores 11. 13 seconds remaining. Did pretty well. Be the icing on the cake. Down, Thomas loses the puck. Hall will just take it, passes it up to Ferguson. He'll skate around, goes through a couple defenders. He'll fire a shot on wide of the net, and it'll be the end of the contest here. They take exception with the shot. Oops, that's my fault. I didn't play the camera there, but it will be over. The final score here, 11-7. Penn Trafford wins the 2023 Greensburg-Salem Tournament Championship. We're going to stay on for the awarding of the trophy. You didn't miss much on that one. It was just Ferguson came in, skated around a couple players, and then ended up firing a shot with 3 seconds remaining. We'll have the handshake line, and then the trophy presentation. Final score from the Kirk Nevin Arena here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. The Penn Trafford Warriors 11 and the Norwin Knights 7. I'm Brian Mitchell. This was Berg Hockey live on the networks of 10band.tv and Pittsburgh Hockey Digest. Thank you for joining me this evening. Everybody have a great and wonderful day tomorrow. Take care, guys.